We back at it, man. Y'all already know what time it is, man. Everybody tuned in right now, man. It's Breaking Music Live, man. What's up, Jimmy? I see you out there, boy. I see you out there, man. Yeah, we sitting down with the talented hip hop, rap, country, you name it, off the wall, you want it. He bring it to you, man. Any kind of way, man. Any kind of flow, man. Jason Birmingham, man. New album out right now, man. Spaceship, man. Spaceship, man. Just give him a little quick review about who you are and all that good shit real quick. So we back in the building. A quick review.
I'm a chubby white kid from the trailer park.
Straight like that. Straight from the trailer parts, man. Straight from the trailer parts, man. Yeah. But we back on deck, man. And I got him in here, man, because I ran into him up in Huntsville a couple weeks ago, you know. And I've been following him for a while, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that on Facebook and just seeing what he's been doing, you know what I'm saying? When I first started doing music. Like I said earlier, when me and him and the super producer over there was talking, you know what I'm saying? And I found him to be very talented, man. I really so ready to get into this mixtape. I want to get this interview over with and listen to this mixtape by myself with my headphones on, my joint rolled up. Oh, yeah, we is live now. So with my joint rolled up, cold bill and shot, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, just tell me a little bit about the work that took it. Hold on. The mixtape right here, man. Y'all can look at it and see.
Yeah, you can get that on Tidal, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you get your music at, you can get it. There's on thousands of locations. Anywhere online.
Right.
You're
So tell me a little bit about this album. Like, who all helped produced on it?
sounding like Donald Trump in here with these sniffles.
Yeah. Who all produced on this album right here? Let's
Man.
get that started, because I'm a producer too, and I
Let's
like to
see.
shout them out sometimes too.
Look, I got Rich Green, like, super shout out to Rich Green, man. Like, if y'all don't know, I'm straight. If y'all don't know Rich Green, man, and you're an artist, man, definitely check him out. He produced on a lot of it. Digi, check him out too. Rich, oh my God, dude, I had my homeboy Adam. God dang, man. Issues. I had Cinema. I had Rich Green. I had Rich Arzadon. I had Digi. I had PR. I had Jesus Christ, Drone.
Yeah.
Dude, I had so many producers, man. Cause I lived with this album for 3 years. So, like, it was a bunch of different projects that just all eventually fell into one album, and that's how it really it was like written at like different eras in my. And when you listen to it, you'll hear it. Like, it's all kinds of. It's just really spaced out, and there's like some really angry shit, and there's like some fun party shit, and there's like some smoking shit. You know, it was a long period. Like, I went through a lot of my life when that album right there was made, man. Like 3 long years of my life is in that album, and I sat on it forever, man. People started
So you
hitting
sat
me
on
up.
this album right here?
But man, I made it for 3 years.
Oh, you damn.
I worked on that shit for 3 years. In the process, man, I released 2 EPs.
Okay.
I released a mixtape, all while working on that.
So you was steady dropping music at, you know what I'm saying, the process when you was making.
Dude, I got videos like "Take Me Away."
Uh-huh.
It was on MTV and shit. And man, that video come out like 3 years ago, and the album just dropped in January, this January, and that was out. Fuck Me, Fuck You, the video with Preacher. It came out like 2 years ago.
Damn.
So, like, you know what I mean? It's crazy. And now Gasoline just came out, and it's right now. Like, so it's crazy. But in the process of that, I'm also already setting on my next project, produced completely by Rich Green, called No Fucks Given.
So can you,
I think y'all actually heard that at my house a couple weeks ago when you was there.
So is like, how many tracks gonna be on for, you know? So I don't want to get too
On
far
the EP?
ahead. Yeah.
It's gonna be 5 songs. Yep. It's all me except for one song, and it's got a feature from Lady Lace.
Okay. So how long this project been out right here?
It dropped January 22nd.
January 22nd.
Yep, so it'd be out 1 year, January 22nd of 2017. Man, I've gotten like, I'm mad love from that. How people love that album. They appreciate it, and that's really what matters, you know. Like, I've done massive numbers, and people love it. People love that album. It's crazy, man. Superman love it. Really, at the end of the day, you know, that's what it's really all about. Is the love.
Word.
You know, fans receiving it. It's been received so well. Like the gasoline videos that come out, it's just been like crazy buzz, and people love it. And it hasn't even, we haven't even put it on blogs or nothing yet.
So what was like the process? How did the process all take place? You know what I'm saying? When you feel like you were gonna make an album, like
I started in Alabama, and then I went to LA, and then I went from LA to Boston. I broke up with a girl a couple times. She cheated on me a couple times. We fought a couple times. My grandma died. My mom died. My uncle died. My grandpa died. And then I lost my kids of 5 years. And so like I went through all these transitions of moving, being broke. And then at the end of it, I ended up homeless, which was November of last year. And in 1 year, this last year, I've taken off the last 2 years because the first year was a struggle and this year is rebuilding. And here I am now. And so this whole process has just been like putting this album together. Has just been like, man, there's so many trials and tribulations through this album, man. It's like,
So what kept you inspired and motivated about it? Like, cause I'm hearing all these stories and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know you got a lot of motivation to be doing. Straight up,
man. I've got the best support group.
That's what I'm saying.
The best support group. Like when my mom died, my grandma died. Like my support group was like locked tight, you know what I'm saying? Like they kept me focused rather than letting me feel sorry or, get depressed or whatever. Like they would force me to do shit. Like when I found out my ex was cheating and left me and all that shit, Rich Green locked me in the studio at his house for 2 weeks. And we wrote the No Fucks Given EP, and like that's just how they do shit like that. And like they'll lock me in somewhere. Like my brother, when I first found out about it, he stayed at work. We called his wife and was like, I'm not gonna be home for like the next 4 days. We're just gonna stay working. He made me stay working for 4 days. So I didn't think about none of the situation. Like that's my support group.
Right.
Like they just, they keep me mentally, tight. And
get up, man. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. We're doing music, bro.
Yeah.
Right now, bro. Right now.
I firmly believe teamwork makes the dream work. I truly believe that shit. And that's a lot of artists' problem. People feel like I'm the shit. You might be the shit, but you can't do it all by yourself. I mean, a restaurant owner would love to not have to pay people to run the restaurant. He could just do it by himself. But you can't do it all by yourself.
No, you can't. Yeah, hey, teamwork do make the dream work, man.
I firmly believe that. But it's the hardest part, just like anything, is getting the right support group around you.
Right.
And you know what I'm saying? And people's like, oh yeah, you can't find people, and I believe that shit. Like it's hard to find people. You know what I'm saying? Like even the people that you do support and pick to have around you, you still have issues and flaws. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, what are you willing to accept to receive what it is that person does for you? You know what I mean? And I'm willing to accept. Like, look, I'm an asshole. I'm hard to get along with. You know what I mean? Like I'm hard to get along with, but all these, they all accept me.
Yeah.
And they support me anyways, and vice versa. Like there's shit I don't like about him.
Yeah.
But I deal with that shit because I love him. He's my brother. You know what I mean? So the teamwork thing, you know what I'm saying? Like we stay loyal amongst each other, even though sometimes we hate each other. You know what I mean?
Word to mother, man. Hey, shout out to everybody tuned in right now, man. Y'all tuned in to Breaking Music Live WBML Radio, man. We in interview right now with Jason Birmingham, man. Talking about his new album that dropped in January, man. We finally got him in the building. We finally connected up, man, after so many years, you know what I'm saying? I'm watching him and stuff, man.
So many.
Yeah. I've watched him for a long time, man. Straight up, man. He a cool cat.
We ran into each other in Facebook groups.
Word to mother. Yeah.
You remember pushing shit through Facebook groups?
Yeah, all the time. That's why I was always in a group.
I look at that now. Look at that now, and I'm like, what a waste of time.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like I had met people like you and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. Like I met folks from all over,
everywhere,
all over the
man.
It's crazy. So, even though it feels like a waste of time, like I guess it is those little things, those little people is really what your foundation is for real. Like I'm here with you now. You know what I mean? Like later on down the road, like you said, we've been communicating for 4 years, right?
Yeah.
So. Over 4 years now, finally we connected. It's the right time. I mean, it's just crazy how
life treats it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Stuff just like comes together. You know what I mean?
Man.
It's nuts, dude.
So, man, we talking about the album right here, man. You can go get it right now, man.
Wherever, iTunes,
all that good shit.
Tidal, Spotify, whatever.
So, tell me one of your favorite songs on this. When I say favorite song, that means recording it, just actually the time, the effort, the moment, the passion that came behind it, just like that special song that's on this tape that we can just send the followers there and tell them, go play that song on this tape right now. because it got so much of that it in it. You gotta have one.
My favorite song on the whole album for me is "Welcome to My World."
Okay, we played that earlier.
Yeah, that's my favorite song. Like that song, best songs. That song's from like 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. Like I wrote that a while back, but It's still my favorite. Like everything in that song's like that's one thing. Like I accept all the flaws. I accept my own flaws, you know what I mean? So therefore I ain't ashamed of that shit, you know what I mean? Like, so, you know what I mean? I'm sure that my mom's done nasty shit to get drugs before she passed away, God rest her soul. But you know what I'm saying? Everybody does fucked up shit to get through whatever situation they in. So, you know what I mean? Like, that was just pretty much me, you know, accepting it. I love that song, man. That's probably my favorite song. I also love Struggles. I also love Deep End, that he produced Deep End.
But that number one song that's like,
Welcome to My World is my favorite. A lot of people like Addicted with Lady Lace. It's about drugs, you know what I'm saying, being on drugs and whatnot. I actually had a friend of mine ask me to write a song about her life, but it ended up just being about a drug addict's life. And so I called her and I was like, I'm going to give you your money back because I don't want, you know, for you to be like, yeah, this is a tribute to me, and it just being like about just a straight fucking dope addict, because it's supposed to be about like her and her new husband and how they like overcame stuff and they've grown to, you know, being sober and they got their kids back and they're doing good. And like I didn't capture, when I heard the beat, like dude, I didn't capture any of the like, oh, we're doing great now, like we've grown. Like I didn't capture any of that. All I captured in the song was the drug addict shooting up. I fucked up, lost my kids. Like, that's all I heard. You know what I mean? I didn't hear any of the positive stuff. So I called her and I was like, man, there's nothing positive. You know what I mean? I don't want to do that. Because she paid me to write the song. Yeah,
it wasn't nothing positive about that song.
Man, it's written from a dark. Like, man, my brother's on drugs. It was on, well, he's sober now, so I'm super proud of him. But he was on drugs. Man, I've been on drugs. Everyone around me at some point has had some kind of spout with drugs. Yeah. And, man, most of the world has. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I wrote that song based on a lot of him and my mother. Like, my mother was like, if anybody knows my story, they know that my mom was, like, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was rough. Like, she was super bad. Like, she was just ruthless. She didn't give a shit. It was all about her all the time. So it comes from a lot of dark places. You know what I'm saying?
Word the mother, man. So tell me a little bit about this Gasoline song, man, with the video that just dropped. I mean, wait, probably about 2 weeks ago?
3 days ago.
3 days ago? Okay. Damn, I feel like it's been that long.
Man, we've been...
It's moving so fast.
Dude, we ain't even got that up on Blogspot. No sponsor.
None of that.
Nothing yet. Like,
tell me a little bit about that.
Man, it's shot by Jew Boy, man. Shout out to Jew Boy.
I saw Jew Boy was on that thing.
Yeah, man, that's my homie. It came out good, man. We had a bunch of people come out, man. It was a really cool night, man. Like, we had a blast, man. Like, shout out to everybody come out, man. Like, so many people, man. Like, it was... Everybody that supported Jason, Brandon Kane, everybody that came out, man. Like it was crazy. Like I love, man. Even my stylist was there. Like, I had all kinds of crazy. Yeah, man. We had a keg and stuff, man. We had fun, man. It was, you know, it's just a fun song.
What inspired that song right there, man?
Come on,
man. Hold on. For anybody that don't know right now, I'm gonna give y'all a taste of this song we're talking about. It's called Gasoline.
Self-explanatory.
It's called Gasoline. Check it out real quick, man. We're gonna jump back into it, man. Hey, what's going on, everybody out there? I see y'all out there, man. Much love to everybody that's tuned in right now. It's Breaking Music Live WBML Radio, man.
We in this tool vein, pass me the zigzags. So
get that Gasoline song.
Gasoline. Yeah.
Love it.
Roll up this gasoline. Yeah. Roll up this gasoline. Yeah. Roll up this gasoline. Oh my God, I am high.
Okay, man. Okay, man. We in the mix right now, man. Well, Birmingham, B-Ham, you know what I'm saying? We talked about this Gasoline song, man. Just dropped a video to it, man. Had a lot of different hot artists in that motherfucker, too, man. Just tell me about that experience right there.
I feel like, man, in small groups, we're in local scenes. I feel like everyone's so individualized. So to get love from your peers, to come out and support like that, it's a super good feeling no matter how big or how little of an artist you are. Like, but to get love from your peers, really, you know what I'm saying? That's super important, you know what I mean? Because if you can't get the people who's sharing the same dream you share, you can't get them behind you, then, you know what I mean?
It's rough.
Yeah, man. because they connect you. Like that's
Yeah.
you got to connect the dots still. You know what I mean? And that's a huge thing in music. Like you know.
You lose people like that.
Yeah.
And it's hard, but you got to. Because everybody don't feel the same way. Especially when you focus about your dream, man, and you got your head on your shoulder, and that's what you want to do, and and what mean the most.
Support that I get, man, because I try to do everything I can for artists, like to help them out. Like I'm super huge on trying to connect, artists to shows or anything they may need, like graphics, shirts, features, whatever, man. Show booking, distribution, whatever. Like I'm plugged in with a lot of stuff. I try to give people good deals, good packages, and you know what I mean. It's
right.
I mean, everybody started off local somewhere. You know what I mean, and it might not be me that goes, but if I can help somebody who could be that person when it's shit, by all means, I want to see them be successful. At the end of the day, it's supposed to be about love. You know what I mean?
Right. So where did y'all shoot that gasoline video at?
We actually shot that at my brother's house.
Word.
Shout out to my brother Wayne.
Yeah, that shit was so cool. Look, I ain't gonna lie, man. I like that shit, man. I'm gonna have that video up on my Breaking Music Live fan page tonight. So y'all go out there and check that video out too when y'all see it, man. Called Gasoline, man. You'll see it. Go check it out, man. But anyway, like the atmosphere was like
it was crazy.
Y'all shot? That was the only location y'all did, right?
Dude, yeah, look, it's funny because in the green shots, like people think, oh, it's a filter. That's not a filter. That was just the lighting. And he done that in the garage, like on the back wall of the garage.
Right.
He just moved everything and put the camera low and put the green filters in there when everybody's dancing around and whatnot. And we shot it in the garage. We shot it in there in his couch. I get, you know what I mean? But it came together good because it's funny because when the video first come out and we sneak peeked it or whatever, me and Wayne was watching it. And I was like, man, it don't even look like your house, bro. He was like, yeah, I know, man. He said, my shit looks fly as hell, bro. He's like, I fucking love it.
Hell yeah. That shit, that's why I want like, damn, that shit right there look fly. Because, what I'm saying, been there well, like, I ain't like, damn, I ain't saw this fly.
I mean, his house is fly as shit, but it's just like, it's just your normal fucking
nice,
3-bedroom house, man. He's got a big-ass yard. And
it just made it more like...
You had all walks of life in the video, too, man.
Oh, dude, I had punk rockers.
Yeah, that was the killer thing.
Dude, I had everyone in there. It was crazy, man. Like, we had turntables out on the deck.
Yeah.
A big deck with a thing built over it. And we had him live out there. We had like LED lights on it, man. Live DJing with a keg. Like people, dude, packaging up CDs. Like all these CDs right here.
Yeah.
Like some of these might have been packaged up that night.
Yeah.
People just drunk. You know what I'm saying? Like just partying, having a good time, man. Like it was super dope, man. Super dope. I had a blast, man. Shout out to Jew Boy, man.
Yeah.
Super fun. Dude, I've had so many people hit me up and be like, "Yo, bro, I've never been that gone in my life."
I bet they did.
No shit. Like I had a girl, man. I ain't gonna say her name, but she dates a rapper.
Yeah.
The other day I was a post on Facebook or whatever, and she was like, "Oh my god," because she dropped her phone in the toilet. She dropped her phone in the toilet, and so somebody said something about that, and I responded. She was like, "Oh man, I've never been that gone." And I posted, I just said, LOL. Dude, I mean, like, everyone was
gone.
Oh, my God.
Smoke that gasoline. Yeah.
It was dude, we had a blast, man.
It seemed like that was like because I know you, because I saw you up there at the club and stuff. Now looking at that video, I'm like, I bet these motherfuckers in there. Shitty lit.
Funny because, like,
man,
for real, like, everyone had a blast, but for real, me. Like, when I'm in a club or, like, when you was at the club, like, I was sober, you know what I'm saying? Like, when I did the video shoot, like, for the most, I was sober. I mean, like, I like to be about my business, you know what I'm saying? Like, I got here early, like, I like to be, I mean, it's always business first, so after that, though, like, after the shoot was cut, like, I went home, blazed up, went to bed. Like, it was just another day, got up the next morning and went to work, you know what I mean? Like, that's just my life. Like, I don't, you know what I mean?
Y'all shot that all in one day?
We shot in, like, 4 hours.
4 hours?
Yeah, man. It's funny, man, because, like, my homie uses this 4K camera, and it just, like, it hooks up to his cell phone. That's what he shot it with, a cell phone and a little camera off the side of it. I was like, damn.
Hot.
Dude. Super fly. Like, I'm finna go get me one.
Yeah.
No shit. Like, yeah, dude, I'm finna go get me one, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I want to get that in a drone, man. Drones are, like, super cheap.
Yeah, they are, too, man. You can catch them in gas stations and stuff like $150.
Dude, they got one at Lowe's right now for $49.
$49.
Yeah. The Home Depot, $49, bro.
Yeah.
For a drone with a camera on it.
Shit, just
Damn.
hover,
For real.
bro. You can just automatic hover.
Yeah.
And just kick aerial
Take a
shots.
shot, move it up and hover, just get
Yeah.
your shot.
Dude, super nice. I'm telling you, man. Like, you can get a drone and a 4K camera for like $1,000 bucks, man. You probably get both.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude. Like, it's.
Sick.
I mean, damn. And you can get, man. You can get. You know, there's programs you can get and shit now. Adobe and all these people's got programs you can get, and you get full access to the program for like a monthly payment.
Yeah,
There's
it's
like 3 or
nothing.
4 companies doing that now. Like, yeah, dude, technology is so advanced. Like,
Yeah.
you don't need nobody no more. Like, record companies ain't cutting checks no more.
At all.
Hell no, man. They getting paid off royalties and shit these days. Motherfuckers getting 360 deals and shit. You know what I mean? Like, the best way to go is be independent, man. Like, you can do everything yourself for cheap as shit now, except for promotion. Promotion is the only thing where it gets expensive.
If you get your ass out there and go search and find
you
out,
gotta
how
make
yeah.
moves.
Yeah.
You gotta make moves. You gotta connect.
You ain't gonna be able to do it. See,
If you
see
can't
by
move,
yourself. Yeah.
if you can't move around and shit,
Go sign to a company.
yeah, like you can't be a part-time artist. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
You
you
gotta
got
put
to be
all the
on
work
any
in.
free time. You got to grind. Like, it's those late nights, early mornings. Like,
Yeah.
you go in the studio, you're doing shows. You get home at 2 in the morning. You got to be home. I be up and at work at 7 a.m. Like, it's just that's what it takes, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got
networking,
yeah,
meeting
dude.
people.
Yeah, you can only do if you're from a city
Yeah.
and you grind there for a few years. Like, man, you're saturated at that point. People
Yeah.
already know who you are. You gotta keep progressing
it.
to other places. I mean, if you getting the same 20, 30 people to the show that you've been getting for 3 years and you're not growing any, you know what I'm
It's
saying?
not
Like,
good.
you got to do. You got to add another element. You know what I mean? And like, you can only do so much. So the best thing, that's why you got to make those connections. It's best to talk and jive and
Yeah.
get people CDs and call these numbers and shoot emails to these people. And shoot and jive and make a couple moves here and there and get in with people and talk and communicate and really support each other's shit. When you see something on Gram or Facebook, you regram it or you share it or show some love to motherfuckers and they show you love back. But it's all about those connections, and that's what I was saying earlier. People ain't got that.
Yeah.
It's all about self. There's no
Yeah.
teamwork made the dream work shit.
Nah, it ain't, man.
Don't take that shit.
Telling you, man.
And it's crazy though, man, how you look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they offer themselves when they just don't understand. It's gonna take several different moves and several different hands to make things happen, man.
Oh my God, you can only go. I don't look.
You
can
only go so far, man.
To the word right out of my mouth.
Man.
I
To
mean,
where it's like to the point like you know what you need.
yeah. I mean, you can have the dream yourself, but you still got to involve other hands to manage. There's different elements. You know what I'm saying? And it's cliche, but there is levels to the shit. You know what I'm saying?
It is.
There
It is.
levels.
Actually.
And you can only go. There's somewhere you're gonna run into a gatekeeper that you got to.
Cross path and deal with and
Yeah,
on up
that's
the
just
level.
business.
Yeah.
That's just business.
You either gotta go to a company to get
And-
hired for a job,
Yeah.
or you either gotta go do it yourself.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely. At the end of the day, even though it looks good on TV and Range Rovers and change shit, at the end of the day, that's because those people are good businessmen. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much you don't like Snoop or you don't like Yo Gotti or you don't like
Yes,
whoever,
sir.
at the end of the day, they're still businessmen. And at the end of the day, this is 90% business, 10% talent. That's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? If you can be the dopest rapper on the planet, but you ain't got no business sense about yourself, man, you just sitting with your wheels turning. Like, you ain't going nowhere.
And
You
people
sitting
don't
still.
fuck with motherfuckers. They ain't got no sense about the business, man. Really, you know it or not. They tired of fucking motherfuckers. They want some people that with some sense anyway.
The thing is,
You feel me?
Like I said, it's independent.
The labels nowadays are looking for people who want to work in their company, get a job there. Don't be looking for deals.
Yeah.
You want to work in that company. Well, you got to find a position to work in that company.
Yeah.
As a job, or you can create your own job. Do what everybody else is doing. Do what they're doing, but do it your way.
It's simple.
But still a business though.
Yeah.
You got to treat it like they treat it. That's why they're so successful.
Yeah.
You got to take that and ride with it.
You gotta look.
Pick one.
Your neighbor next door, right now, as we sit here talking, might be the dopest artist on the planet. Rock, country, he might be the dopest. But you know what? If you don't get out of the house and you don't go down here to these dive bars or these clubs, and you don't go to these local stores and shops and hand out CDs or promote and get put some money behind itself and shoot visuals, like, no one's gonna know who you are.
No.
Like, it's business. You know what I'm saying? It's all about business. Money and business. And to me, they're the same thing. But, people get it misconstrued. You got to have a budget, too.
Yo, man, y'all, what's up, man? Y'all tuned in right now to Breaking Music Live WBML Radio. You know what I'm saying? We stream nothing but underground,
Shout
independent
out to
artists,
DJ
man.
Five Flame.
Hey, much love, man, to B Ham right there, man. Y'all already know what it is, man.
Yeah.
The beat slanger, man, over there, man. Listen, man, put that mic over there, man. Let me ask you a couple questions, man. What's your name, man? What's going on with you, man?
Man, what's up, man? Shit, I'm from Chicago.
Yeah.
You know, and I was raised in Atlanta, Georgia.
Word.
But my whole life, man, was like watching my dad. He's in the band. He was the keyboard player for Way Newton in Vegas.
Word.
So my life was Chicago, Vegas, Florida, Chicago, Vegas, and Atlanta. You know, just going back and forth because my dad would travel as a musician. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So I just ended up becoming the same he was. You know, just started making music, produced, and just making noise. That's all I did. But just make so much noise, man. But like what Jason said, I was nobody until I started networking. You know, none of that matters until you start networking. Like I wasn't known until I was like, man, you have to be at the clubs every day when they're open.
Yeah.
You know, you'll be somebody there. People start recognizing you. You know, all of a sudden, I'm a fucking DJ there at a club, and I'm ripping downtown. You know, for years. And
What was the
years
first
and
club you DJ'd at, and what area?
Huntsville, and like as far as like the first club I ever DJ'd at. Damn, so long ago. You gotta think, I'm 38 years old.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah,
He looks like he's like a 14-year-old school.
Yeah, she's like about 27. You know,
yeah, I'm 38.
you been in the game,
So
man.
young.
Yeah.
So how long you been in the game then?
Man.
Man, tell me a little bit of something about bipolar society. Is you a part of that?
I created it.
Oh, straight up.
Yeah. Me and Jason, Mac.
Okay.
I brought the idea when I was in California, and I told him I was like, this is where my whole teamwork makes the dream work thing come to fruition. A few years ago, I was like, man, there's so many talented motherfuckers out here, but everyone's so lost, or they're so stuck on themselves. Well, everyone's picking sides. They're going with this label, that label, and they're creating their own. You mean when I was coming up, so I was like, you know what? I know some talented artists that no one's even looking at. Like
Word.
they're not even giving them the time of day. Like you know what I'm saying? Freshly coming up, like you know, Preacher and Big Earl, and you know what I mean.
Okay. Oh, all right, hold on for a second, man. We got a couple. What's the name? They say they want to hear the struggles I'm in. Okay, that'll be the request. I see y'all out there, man. Notice, hey, I see you out there, Jimmy. I see you. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Y'all used to do them ciphers and stuff up there in Huntsville, man. Did y'all?
Yeah, me. Yeah, the Society Ciphers.
Yeah.
It was. I came back when I was living in Boston. I came back from Boston. I was up there checking out a place called the Freestyle Clinic.
Mm-hmm.
My homie Matt, my homeboy Peter Parker, and super dope folks. Man, my homeboy Free. They have a thing up there, and so I came back, and I was like, man, let's do some freestyle shit. I mean, like just something for the artists. You know what I mean, like not even really for the crowd, but just a way to get artists who are like real heads, like real music heads, together. You know what I'm saying? And get a fight going on. You know what I'm saying? Break dancing, or you know what I'm saying? Like all of it. And it's just like grew into this huge thing, man. Motherfuckers love that shit, dude. I moved to California and it just kind of faded out, but you know.
So okay, I had ran across some stuff one day, man, and it was talking about y'all used to do them block parties.
That was part of the Society Cipher.
Yeah, and then I had ran across a post, man, when I had saw like you and I think it was Rick Bradshaw.
Yeah, that's the homie.
That's the
Concrete
homie.
Magazine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I had said
Him
something
and
like,
his wife Angela.
yeah, I had said I saw something on there like who had started that first or something. What was that all about?
Who started the ciphers first?
The block party thing.
Man, the block. Okay, look, the block party was a thing that everyone put time into.
Word.
And I think the biggest thing about the second one, in which Rick Bradshaw was part of both of them, and saying Joe, you know, they ended up both of them being a part of it, but Rick and them just felt like, you know what I'm saying, like it's one of those things that should be done, and I think it was a huge miscommunication somewhere between Joe and Rick and everybody, and you know what was wanting to be done or wanting to be part of, you know what I'm saying. I think it was just, that's really what I think. I think it was a huge miscommunication, And truth be told, everyone started it. I mean, everyone played their part.
Because it was a big old event, wasn't it?
Yeah. And that's
huge
exactly
event.
why. Yeah.
It was a huge event.
The biggest thing is, man, is that everyone played their part in that because it was just Joseph Marshall, the owner of Con Society, had the place up there. And then slowly but surely, just, we started going up there. We started the ciphers, and, slowly but surely people started coming up there and having little events, and people just started meshing there. And it turned into the block party and whatnot. And everyone had a part in it, man, from A-Twist to Rick Bradshaw to Cricket Hoffman to Joe Marshall. I mean, everyone played a part in that, man. Jimmy Hart, like, there was a lot of people involved, and there was other people behind the scenes, vendors and sponsors and all kinds of stuff. Performers, like, it was super dope, man. Like, a lot of people played a huge part in making that come together. So it isn't really about who created the block party, because you can't single one person out for being responsible for it. If you want to say the name of it, then you might be able to get down to it.
Right.
I mean, that's not for me to argue, but that will be the only thing is the name, because the event itself is one of those things where you had to have multiple people,
because
in order to get it off the ground.
Because
and we're talking about multiple sponsors, multiple vendors, multiple.
Down
There was a couple hundred people there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? At both events, like, dude, both of them was popping. You know what I mean? And they were both in, like, you know what I mean? Like, they were great events.
Everybody played a part.
And the city needed them both.
Yeah.
The city needed them both. But everyone played their part in that. That was everyone's shit. That's what I felt like. I felt like it was my shit. I felt like it was A-Twist shit, Rick Bradshaw shit.
I didn't even get a fucking invite. But
I felt like
I was DJing somewhere else, but still.
I felt like it's everybody.
I did the first time. You know what I'm saying?
I felt like both of them is everybody's shit. I feel like everyone played a part in making those what they were. I don't feel like it's nobody's shit.
Yeah. Because it took a lot of people to pull some shit like that out.
Oh, my God, man.
Because I saw it.
Like, dude, listen. Rick, this is a true story, okay? Rick Bradshaw's my homie. I love Rick.
Yeah, he cool people, man.
I love Rick. But me and him, like, we bumped heads, like, right before it went off.
Yeah, I know. I saw that.
Like, me and him,
I saw that.
Me and him had crosswords. And, me and him both had the same attitude, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're go-getters. I mean, like, this is what it is. Like, this is the plan. We sticking to the fucking plan.
Right.
And so we had crosswords because we had different thoughts of opinion. But that's what great minds do. You're never going to see things exactly the same. But it ended up, man, that there was, you got to think, man, to bring an event together like that, like Rick did this one, along with multiple other people. Like, that's a lot of stress, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a lot, man. That's a lot to juggle, man.
Everything got to be, you got to have faith in people.
Yeah.
And that's hard to have these days.
And you know what I'm saying? I could tell he was stressed out because, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, me and him had crosswords and me and him never have crosswords. But I just approached him kind of arrogantly. You know what I mean? Yeah. And he approached me back kind of arrogantly, but he really had the leverage because it was his fucking event. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I just kind of crossed the boundary with him, and I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? And I apologize to him because that's my homie, and that was the right thing to do. I overstepped my boundaries on it, but you know what I'm saying? At that time, I wasn't seeing it like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's my homie, and I really do. I think that's everybody's event. I think it needs to come back. I think that everybody somehow, some way needs to get back and do a third one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, keep it going because that was like for the kids. It was for the whole community. It was free.
It had all different, like, arts and stuff, like everything dances and
interviews,
like, man,
everything, man.
Yes, I saw that, man.
It was an all-day event, and it was free.
Yeah.
Like,
good vendors. I saw that. I saw it, man. It was a nice event. I couldn't get up there to it because I had other things going on, but I damn sure shared it and made sure I let the people know.
Super dope. Both.
Yeah.
They did an excellent job on both.
Yeah.
I hope the next one is just as good. You know what I'm saying? But I just want it to be multiple people. You know.
Yeah.
I want a lot of people involved.
Yeah.
You know.
We got to get the people involved, man. We got to start striking that shit off right about now, man.
I mean, we got to showcase something.
Yeah.
Who we gonna showcase it to? To a few people?
Yeah. We need thousands, millions. Yeah. We need a lot.
At that point, it's all about quantity, man. Versus quality. You want the quantity. You know, everything else will just fit in its place, man.
Right, the mother, man.
You know?
Look, Huntsville was just in one of the top 10 southeast regions, cities in the southeast region for underground hip hop. True story.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of talent in Huntsville.
Yeah.
And little stuff like that, that's positive for the community, makes it look that much better. You know what I'm saying? because let's be honest, like hip hop, rap, whatever you call it, gets a lot of negative response. You know what I'm saying? Like it's automatically like, it's all guns and bitches and drugs and I slap your mother and shit. Like you know what I mean? It's just a bunch of, and it really ain't like that. You know what I mean? Like this new generation coming up, like it's shitty, but like you got some really dope ass artists like J. Cole and shit. I mean, like there's a good, even though there's like the Uzi Verts and the bullshit.
So what do you think about this up and coming talent now, man? Since you've been a rapper in the game and been just like a mentor to the game, what do you think about the game and what can you give back to the game of these young artists? You know what I'm saying? Just tell me a little bit about what you think about them.
Be you.
Right.
Just be you. Fuck a trend. Fuck all that. Just be you. Like at the end of the day, you ain't gotta sell yourself short. You ain't gotta be something you ain't. Just be you. Stay patient. Keep making moves. Progress. Network.
Right.
Have a little budget. And when you go into the studios and you go to do this shit, be on time. Be a businessman first. Don't be a rapper. Be a businessman who's an artist. Don't be an artist who's a businessman. Be a businessman who is an artist. Like you gotta have, you know what I mean? If you ain't got your head on your shoulders, you ain't doing shit. You wasting your time and everybody else's time. Yeah, it looks cool. You in front of people. You doing shows, but it ain't helping you none. It's wasting your money. You know what I mean? You got to be a businessman first. You got to make sure all your fucking plays are in order. A quarterback can't execute the fucking offense if all the pieces ain't blocking and doing what they need to do.
Learn to catch the ball. You know what I'm saying? Learn to catch the ball.
I mean, it's business.
Man, y'all tuned in right now to Breaking Music Live WBML Radio, man. Sit down with Jason. B Ham, you already know what it is, man. And it's the Spaceship album. It's out right now, man.
Struggles, huh?
Listen, man, it's 19 tracks on this tape right here, man. And Mixtape Tuesday gonna be lit. Mixtape Tuesday gonna be lit because I got two mixtapes from Finesse. I got one from Finesse Jones. I got one from him, Jason, sitting here right now, man. And I like the way he have his shit packaged. He out there, man. So that's a plus right there anyway. You know what I'm saying? On my rating views and stuff right there, man.
If you in this area,
I'm
gonna leave some CDs here.
Straight like that.
You can come get them for free. They free.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave them here for
Y'all hear that, man? I'll definitely have them bitches out there for him, man.
I will leave some here. You can come and get those.
Straight like that, man. We in the building right now, man. I heard we had like a couple requests for that struggle, man. So before we jump into the struggle, man, let these people know what they about to get ready to jump off into, and tell them where they can find you at, man.
The song is called Struggles, and it's about growing up.
Right.
And everyone has their problems. You know, I don't know what your life was like, but like mine, my mom and my grandma had shitty cars. We lived in a trailer park and shit like that, so I was always embarrassed to get in the car after school and shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, everyone has their struggles and shit. I mean, like, we didn't have defrost in our cars. So we had to get out and scrape the fucking window. You know what I mean? Or the car wouldn't start. We had to jump. I mean, just, you know what I mean? Just being broke, man. Just struggles. I mean, just, it sucks, but, I mean, you gonna live to see another day.
Right.
And that's pretty much what it is. And if you're looking for the album, man, you can get hard copies. Hit me up, DM me, wherever. You can text me. My number's all over my Facebook. Check me out on Facebook, Jason Birmingham. You can get the album on iTunes, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, wherever you at. You can get it. Go in and check it out. I got multiple EPs. I got multiple mixtapes. I got multiple all kinds of stuff out. You can go check out the Gasoline video, the Take Me Away video, the Fuck Me Fuck You video. You can check all that out on YouTube right now. Bruce Lee.
Man, one of the homies on here want to know, man, what you thought about Eminem.
What I think about Eminem?
Yeah.
I think that Eminem broke down boundaries. I think that he helped shape music into what it is now. He's definitely
for hip hop or white artists or what? What you think?
All of it.
All of it.
Just music in general. He broke down so many so many walls and boundaries that was up for music. Period. Like, because I mean, it's fucking him, man. It's fucking him. I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, he took shit to a whole nother level. Like, it wasn't even just, I mean, like, him being a white artist was fucking huge. Dre gambling on him was even bigger.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that was a big thing. It's like the backing that he had.
Yeah.
Like, fucking, you know, he brought 50 and shit. I'm like, his campaign was very well put together. Like, M is a fucking genius. Like, M's a genius. I mean, when he took Not Giving a Fuck to a whole nother level.
Really not giving a fuck.
Yeah, just, you know what I mean? Like, just not giving a shit about nothing. And, like, that's that rock star shit. That's that Rolling Stones, AC/DC, Van Halen, 1980s destroying hotel room rock star shit. And, like, he was that motherfucker.
Tear it up.
He's that motherfucker who didn't give a fuck, man. He was a true fucking rock star. Even though he's still dope now, but he's not the same artist he was then. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, he's still fucking dope as shit, but, like, then he was just, like, raw. Now he's just sort of like, I mean, fuck, dude. What is he? He ain't got shit to prove.
So what you think about him? Put the mic over here to my homie right there, the beat slanger.
Same thing, man. Like,
What you think about him?
He's a genius, man. I mean, you just can't explain that dude. He did everything right. You know, he was choosy with his career. You know, he went hard. You know, he delivered it. I mean, he's just that guy who just took on exactly what Jason said, man, to a whole new level. You know, and he stuck with it. And he mastered his craft.
Yeah.
You know, he stuck to his role.
He took shots at everybody who was running.
Yeah, I mean,
Britney Spears, motherfucking Limp Bizkit.
He took
shots at superstars. He didn't give a fuck. You know?
Yeah.
The game needed that shit. Because back then it was just all
he
pop.
shook everything. He shook the game up.
At that point,
He shook some trees. Hey, there ain't nobody never thought it could be shook.
Man, really think about music at that point.
From Detroit?
Really think about
it. Don't get no better than that.
That is Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, Backstreet Boys, and then motherfucking Eminem. Man,
Yeah.
tore that shit up,
Yeah.
dude.
I mean,
Killed it.
Look.
it's all about your.
At the end of the day, we are entertainers.
Righteously.
Okay?
Yeah.
That dude has a fucking cult following.
Yeah.
And no matter what he does, he can never make another song again. That dude's going to pack out arenas. We're not talking about the fucking local strip club.
Now, arenas.
We're talking about hundreds of thousands of people there. You talking about, like, the cheapest ticket there is like $400 fucking bucks.
Yeah.
Now times 100,000, and like the top notch seats are like $3 or $4 grand.
Yeah.
I mean, to go backstage and see Justin Bieber's $9 grand. We talking about fucking Eminem.
Yeah.
Like, man, he can make one album sold just one album, and there'd be one copy. How much do you think he'd make? You know,
Do the whole Wu-Tang shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Wu-Tang.
that status.
Yeah.
Whoever came up with the whole Wu-Tang idea,
Yeah.
the whole making one record and then doing a tour behind the fucking shit and carrying the album everywhere they went, that shit was genius, dog. That shit was they went like fucking gold or platinum off that shit. Like,
Crazy.
One fucking album. They sold one album for like it was a million, 2 million, something like shit. It was millions.
Yeah.
Million or millions. One album, bro.
Nobody's heard yet.
Come on, bro.
I ain't heard it.
Never even listened.
It exists.
And sold it. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Gods. That's gods of the game, man. Them gods of the game, man. For real.
Dude, look.
Just your voice, period, on wax is a god. You know what I'm saying? In the game of music, man.
I don't even think the dude even heard it either.
Yeah.
I don't even think he even heard it.
He was on the Breakfast Club. The dude that bought the album, man. Little white boy, man.
He's in trouble now.
Yeah.
Is he?
Yeah. They've been at the feds and everything.
Confiscate that shit?
They did a lot of different things to him, you know.
Why they do that for?
Because he's been fucking with the wrong people here. His hand dirty, man. Hell, shit. You know, he like an uppity-ass white, white boy,
dude
man.
right here who's folded on cocaine and ecstasy all the time afford the money to buy $1 million Wu-Tang album?
Ain't nobody.
If he was smart, he'd have took and pressed that unless there was something on
nobody
contract.
never
I'd have
heard
pressed
of
it and
it.
sold the shit out of it.
Yeah. Ain't nobody never heard of the album.
Dude, look, if it had been me, I'd have been like, I'm going to buy it for, you want it 1.7, I'll give you 1.7. But I get all the fucking copyright.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to take this bitch and sell it to Interscope,
Oh,
go in and get his hoe pressed up. Like, you ain't keeping the motherfucking masters and all that shit and then getting 1.7 mil too. You know, hell no.
I'm surprised an Asian didn't buy that.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I'm shocked.
You give me all right, man, I would be pressing that album, selling the shit out of it.
See what it was, that little white boy just wanted to be doing something. That was, you know what I'm saying? He like, shit, he don't even know. He really didn't actually even know who Wu-Tang was.
What?
Yes.
I ain't, man.
You gotta
I
watch
ain't behind.
it. Yeah.
I'm behind.
Yeah, that's on the Breakfast Club, man. Go check him out, man. Shout out, man, to God. I be watching that shit though, you know.
Man, he cracks me up.
Yeah, he crazy, man.
See, another one of those guys that give no fucks.
Yeah, no fuck.
I love it.
I love it. Yeah.
Man, look, you gotta own that shit.
But yeah, man, y'all tuned in right now to Breaking Music Live, man. We just been in here, man, just answered a few questions, man. Then got off into another subject, man. But I hope that answers your question about Eminem, man, and the stuff like that, man. I appreciate everybody tuning in right now. So y'all boy, let them know once again, man, where they can find y'all at and all that good shit, your music and what you know.
You can find me on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook at Jason Birmingham. You can get my music on anywhere you get music from.
Yeah, it's everywhere.
Literally anywhere. It doesn't matter what your supplier is. You can go on there and you can get my music. So go check that out. Check me out on Vivo. Check me out on YouTube. I got all my own channels and whatnot. Bipolar Society Vivo. But yeah, check me out. That would be awesome.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. You can find me on the hashtag.
What
man.
you do anyway? Let the people know once again it's not just now tuning in, and it's been tuned in.
What you mean?
Like what field of work you work in the music business?
Man, I'm a composer. What they can consider a composer. I come up with the idea, you know, and they take it and they turn it into something that works for a good commercial or whatever works for them, you know. But I usually come up with the idea, so I'm pretty much like a co-producer, composer, and you know, them boys shot with me, you know. They take care of me. I'm just a small piece of a bigger picture in their thing, you know. And I'm just happy to be part of it.
Who all have you worked with? Because I know you said you work with who was that?
Well, we doing some records with Nyla. You heard of Nyla, right? With Major Lazer. She's a pop girl who does like reggaeton but she's pretty up there in the mainstream rock city, you know. I'm doing some stuff with my homeboy Nick. He's from The Voice, you know. He's Aaron Carter. Aaron Carter. Shout out to Aaron Carter. Everybody know who Aaron Carter is. I just moved Blackberry, Little Richie. Man, I'm just moving into like I went from doing underground hip hop to expanding from dance music. I DJ too. I tour all over the region, the DJ, Vegas, Chicago, Florida. I mean, I take everything, man, everything that I do, and I showcase my music. You know, I'm just out there. That's all I really can say. You know, like we do it on our own. You know.
How can somebody get a beat from you, then, homie?
Man, you can hit me up, man. You can just hashtag the Beat Slinger on Instagram or on Facebook, and man, you'll find me and just email me, man.
How to spell Beat Slinger?
Yeah.
The Beat Slinger, TheBeatSlinger. You know, the Beat Slinger. But yeah, man. I mean, we're just doing it out here. You know, ain't nothing different. Man. Just working. Some are just working harder, and we're just blessed to be able to have that kind of track that we can roll on. We're building tracks that we can stay on. And we fuck with everybody, man. If you're cool, if you want to do music, we'll do music with you. But you gotta be really like want to. You gotta want to. Like you gotta have the same dreams as we want. Or it'll never work.
Right.
And like I said, you got to treat it like it's like you married to it, man. It's got to be part of your life,
That's real. That's real. Cause see, everybody ain't like that. Cause see, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. Me personally, it's like I feel. Music, if music don't, if to me, and this is how I judge it, and I judge it on certain different things, on a lot of different characteristics and stuff. Like, if music don't take you from your family, you're not serious about it. Yeah. That's just me, cause like you're not serious enough for me because it'll be times where I had to choose my music over my family.
Man, I gotta lie my.
You know what I'm saying? And therefore, if you're not willing to do that, then you're not willing to fuck with me on that level. I'm just keeping it 1,000.
Losing sleep, losing.
Everything.
It sucks that you have to lie to go to work, but you really working.
Yeah.
But in some people's eyes, like, oh, you're just
No.
like bullshitting.
No.
You probably got a bunch of girls in there,
Yeah.
a whole bunch of shit, man.
No.
But really, you just really,
No.
you know, I'm like diving deep in my head, and that's what you want to talk about.
Yeah.
Shit.
Like real.
Yeah, dude, it's
Work ethic,
pushing
man. It's
buttons.
everything, man. Work. Listen, man. Your work ethic gonna control your pockets. I put that post out a couple of days ago, man. Your work ethic gonna control your pockets.
fucking facts, man.
For real.
Hell yeah. Look, if you sit in the house, if you stay up all night, if you stay up all night from fucking lunchtime
Yeah.
and you stay up till 4 or 5 in the morning and you sleep until 10 or 11, you get up and you eat, you do the same thing every day, man, you don't get shit accomplished. Like, I mean, there's only so much time in the day, and you got to utilize every minute. And like, it's crazy because I was just saying something the other day to somebody about how, to me, like, I remember back in the day, or maybe it was you just saying earlier, like Florida, like you could just jump, like homies be like, yeah, we're going to Florida and shit. And you be like, fuck, I'm riding with y'all. Just like they just pull up in your driveway and you be like, what up? And be like, shit, we finna leave to Florida, shit. What up? Be like, shit, can I ride with y'all? They be like, yeah. You just hop in the car and leave. Man, ain't none of that shit no more. And I've been trying to plan a vacation to Florida for like 11 months, man. I'm still sitting here talking to you about it. I'm telling you, like there's no, like when you, when, see, asshole, man. I'm just saying, look, in order to achieve success on any level, you got to be fully committed and want to do it. Like, if you want to be successful, like you got to give it your all, no matter what you are. If you a cashier at McDonald's, you got to get that shit y'all, and you'll work yourself up into a better position. If you a janitor, if you an engineer, you accept your role and you go above and beyond, and you do your job and the next person's job too.
Right.
If you and that's how you commit yourself to it, day in and day out, 7 days a week. Like, I have sex thinking about work. I take shits thinking about work. I think about work while I'm at work. Like,
it's work.
It work, whether it be music or touring or videos or my remodeling company or studio sessions coming in, whatever I'm doing.
You got any shows coming up?
I do got some shows coming up. I'm going to be doing my next show. The only one I'm going to announce is I'm thinking that I'm going to do a birthday bash in Huntsville in January.
Okay.
I don't know yet. And I'm adding a drummer to my new show set.
Okay, so you gonna bring a live drummer out there with you?
Yeah, from now on my live sets. Yeah.
Hell yeah, that shit gonna sound so totally, man.
Oh man, look, I
I
got some
bring
stuff.
The crowd. Yeah.
Dude, I got some stuff in the works with some different musicians. Like, I got this girl, her name's Tammy. She does punk music. She plays guitar.
Oh.
You know, she does punk. Like, I'm gonna bring her. Then I got this other homeboy Clark, and he plays in a band. It's like metal. And like, I'm gonna bring these different facets together, and we're just gonna see. With a DJ and a hip hop artist, and they sing and shit too, like rock and metal and punk. So, see what we can come together with. You know what I mean? Like, just something in the works. Like, it ain't nothing concrete, but like, I really want to make that happen. But yeah, ooh, like, man. I'm on some other shit. Man. I'm not really in music right now to like chase it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not really. Like, for me, it's like I'm just having some fun and shit. Like, I love it. Like, I'm back to having love for the music. For the longest, like, I just felt like I was trying to be accepted, just get people to listen. I need to make this song for this crowd and that song for this. You know what I mean? Like, now that I'm getting checks from my music or checks from my music, and I have businesses, and I'm fundamentally, my funds are stable. My bank account's straight, and I can buy groceries and pay my bills with money rather than trying to get a hug to pay for it. Yeah. Now that I got my ducks in the fucking row, like, I can get back to just having love for the music. I just built me a studio. I'm selling sessions and shit. You come in and book, but I have my own private fucking studio, and I'm getting back to it. And it's just like I go in there and I feel so at home. Like, I feel so free. Like, I don't feel I have to do this. I don't feel obligated to no one but me and the person building the music. You know what I'm saying? Whether it be him or whoever. And it's just great, dude. I love it. I can't wait to release this fucking new album that I'm working on. It's called Cardboard Penthouses.
Cardboard Penthouses.
Yeah. Cardboard Penthouses. And then I'm doing the country EP called 16 by 80 because that's trailer park. If you ever came from a trailer park, a trailer's 16 by 80, 16 by 80 long. Right. Okay. And then I'm working on a mixtape called An Asshole Wrote This.
You got a lot of shit going on then, don't you?
I'm working on all of them. I got a song with 6 Trey.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. It's called Stacks.
Jump.
Stupid though. Stupid. You gonna love it. Yeah.
It's jumping.
Oh my God, dude. Just wait. I got some music, man, I'm working on so radio friendly. I ain't cussing or nothing.
Yeah. Oh shit.
I'm telling you, sound like Justin Bieber and shit.
Man, hey, it's been a good night, man. We ain't gonna give everything up tonight, man. I see everybody coming in and coming out, man, but we wanted to get up out of here, man. It's much love to everybody that been tuned in right now, man. It's Breaking Music Live, man. We been on deck with your boy, Jason Birmingham, man.
Yeah,
with the new album, man.
Pick that album up, man.
Go get it, man. Support the hustle, man.
Check out the new video. The link is in the comments.
Yes, sir, man. Spaceship, man. And it's really cool, though. Really cool album cover, man.
Genesis, man, I'm an 80s baby.
Hey, 19 tracks, man, so you can't be disappointed. And I swear, Mixtape Tuesday next week will be on, this album will be featured on there, man, doing the reviews and rating this album, man, from 1 to 10, man. You know, I already know what time it is, man.
Yeah, we made that in-house.
In-house production.
Yeah. With the likes of like maybe 3 songs from like Cinema and a couple other, but
Word.
all the mastering, mixing, most of the beats, everything.
Word.
All that was in-house. Shout out to everybody. Digi, Rich Arzadon, Rich Green, Jason Mack, Preacher, Lady Lace, Drone, everybody who had a hand in the album right there.
Right.
In the long process, and they lived with it with me with that album while I was writing it and going through my chaotic whatever the fuck it was. Shout out to all them people. Shout out to all my people. Yeah.
It's been a good night, man. We're in the building, man. Get these guys to sign my wall, man. Y'all check out this song, man. It's one of my favorite right now on the album, man. Welcome to My World, man.
Ugh.
One of my favorite. Yeah.
This is my favorite. I fucking love this song.
It's boy Jason Birmingham back here.
Back in.
Hey, turn it up, man.
I found shelter inside of my ink pen to escape this bullshit that I'm living in. I'm curious, wonder if it will ever end. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Do you know what it's like to have your dad be telling you straight to your face that you ain't his? How the fuck you supposed to go and deal with this? You don't even know half the story, bitch. Scary part is that my mom's on drugs. Forgot how to love and don't get too fucked. And that shit sucks, just in case you never felt these feelings that I'm feeling right now. Let me tell you this much, your grandma wasn't there, then my life with the wit down the drain. Anger used to have a lot of it. What the fuck I need to go and lie for? Sometimes I would rather just go and die, but these are my problems. Welcome to my world, where everything seems to go to shit on the daily. Girl don't love me and my job don't pay me. No medication, so my mind runs crazy. You think what you will, but my life ain't gravy. Pray for me, bitches, I need someone to save me. Before I go and overdose and y'all end up having to lay me down forever. Sometimes I think in the back of my head that would be much better. Just to give it all up and be done with the dog. For pretending like this life is ever gonna see change. Cause it ain't, we suck as a human race. At least I know my place and don't lie to face. I came a long ass ways, ain't no time to waste the one. Welcome to my world, I hope you hate the taste of it. Stay far away, out and out of space. And let me fade away like I never came. Cause I'm tired of being a one that everyone points out the blame. I found shelter inside of my ink pen to escape this bullshit that I'm living in. I'm curious, wonder if it will ever end. Welcome to my world. Welcome to my world. Dear mother, was it really that bad? Was you really that sad? To the point that the pill bottle called your name? What a shame, I'm enraged right now. Oh damn, but what did I expect though? Mary fucking Pop is to pop at your ass. Hell no, when you throw these stones inside of a glass, shit's gonna come crashing on down. Tell me, keep my head up, but bitch is so fed up with everything going on around me. People popping pills and these kids killing kids. What the fuck is going on in the world that we living in? Cause I'm feeling like a Martian, just knowing that people's heartless, regardless of what you feeling. They selfish until the end and pretend that this is fiction, like friends really existed. My mother would've resisted, but life is too twisted. Please miss me with all the drama, premeditated Madonna. So sick and so tired of hearing all of the lying. Your family will fuck you hardest. Be broke and broken hearted. Shit sucks, fucking retarded. You know I'm being honest. Can't fix it like orthodontist. So roll up and smoke it chronic and pray for better days. And you win like you were Sonic. I found shelter inside of my ink pen to escape this bullshit that I'm living in. I'm curious, wonder if